No matter how long it takes, I will become a necromancer! Are words those who spend their evenings logged into Final Fantasy XIV on the Crystal Data Center's Goblin server might be familiar with.
There he goes again.
Go Tayn!
I believe in you.
Wait, didn't he say that yesterday?
And the day before?
Ever since my declaration to the world of Final Fantasy XIV, I've made my routine stops in its 3 major cities. Hands on my hips with pride and little guy by my side, I shout to the people my goal, my ambition, my dream. Every single day. Okay, yeah, the game's down for the evening on maintenance and patch days, but don't say I forgore, because degen hours count, by the way. But don't underestimate my dedication to the bit, because no matter where I go, what I'm hit with, or how long it takes, I will become a necromancer. So then why am I here at the Manderville Golden Saucer? Within its gilded halls lies glistening glass, games galore, and its gratuitous gatekeepers, who all have something a little familiar atop their head. What am I, starting some type of cult? But before I get into that, next video, because I wound up splitting this into 2, I should address the elephant in the room. Ever since I made my Final Fantasy debut, the people have been ever so curious about my Palace of the Dead progress. What floor am I currently at? Have I quit to do Heaven on High instead? And did I blow myself up again? No, not me at least. So let me give you that long-awaited update. How much closer am I to besting all 200 floors and achieving the titular Necromancer title? I haven't even done my first attempt.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
Come again?
What?
Is this guy fucking with us?
So first it was a new player with 900 days subbed last video, now 1530 by the way, and now you're telling me that with 3 total years of setup, maxed out ether pool, and running around every day declaring you're gonna be a necromancer, you haven't once stepped in for a single attempt. The suspicions are rising, so tell me, what is your deal? Look, let's face it, I'm not ready to become a necromancer just yet. I couldn't even go out and solo a bunch of rats without needing somebody's help. With my current experience, there's no way I could solo every floor and every boss of Palace of the Dead. So then what's stopping me from stepping in to get hands-on experience now, you might be wondering? Well, you see, when I first made my ambitions known to the world, I didn't just say I want to become a necromancer. I also said that I wanted to tell the story of how I'll come to conquer this challenge. And behind this determined little guy is a prideful, perfectionist storyteller who's gone so far as to find players' houses to break into just for the sake of using their custom green screen rooms. And I'd even tracked down players I briefly interacted with years ago, all for the sake of making a better video. And I will find them, no matter what it takes. Well, almost no matter what it takes. I have standards, you know. But no matter how thorough I may be, my pride as a storyteller has come to be challenged. And it all began at one fateful event. This is Lunar Con. Well, it was Lunar Con. They did a little rebrand last year, and then they canceled it this year and for the remainder of Dawn Trail. That is what they said in their Discord, at least. So if you are an avid digital con goer and you are finding this news out for the very first time, then I am sorry to have been the one to break it to you. But in 2022, it was Lunar Con, Final Fantasy XIV's biggest community organized in-game convention. From a lineup of meet and greets to a variety of contests, and even its own bustling artist alley. Everything that can be found at a real-life convention can be found here. And I mean everything.
Oh my god, it keeps going.
But what caught my eye were the panels being hosted throughout that weekend. Now, most would have expected me to attend a panel such as the one Kupa Kwan had hosted, but the ambitious storyteller in me had other plans. And I was too busy doing grub-up deliveries at the time. I couldn't show up in game. Hey, there's at least a stream though. And once tuned in, was I ready to listen to the perspective of one of Final Fantasy XIV's most established storytellers.
Now you may be thinking, Pint, I'm super into Palace of the Dead. No one wants to watch that, and you would be right. It sucks. You shouldn't do Palace of the Dead content.
And the worst part is, she might actually be right. At that moment, I had an epiphany. Such have I been met with the crossroads of creation, but I befret what hath blocked my path. One glancing realization. A necromancer is not the sole answer. But with soul I must tread. On side's track resumes my journey to raise this goal from the dead. Such biting words from a Pookie and one small bite of a cookie have led the way for me to begin to cook more for thee. As much as Descending Palace of the Dead might be entertaining for me, the reality is that it won't be as much for you, my sweet viewers. Because unless you're a real hardcore deep dungeon head, watching Palace of the Dead is boring. So one challenge of mine is actively conflicting with the other. Oh man. I thought I already had holes in my plan before, but this is quite the gap. The easiest thing to do would be to just abandon that necromancer goal in favor of making more entertaining videos. But come on dude, you know me. I'm not dropping that. No. No matter where I go, what I'm hit with, or how long it takes. This whole thing's been pickling in my brain far too long to let me do that anyways. And I have to make sure you know that. I have to make sure everyone knows that. Right now it is day 346 of going into Gridania, Ulta, and Limsa Lominsa, in that order, to shout my necromancer ambitions. And over that time, the people of the Crystal Data Center's Goblin server have come to know me. And I've come to know them a little too. Whether they're aware of the story I'm telling or not, they chime in to cheer me on. Damn, the believers really came out tonight. Love seeing the believers. With the news that I haven't even done my first attempt though, it's possible that the number of believers will begin to wane. But not my believers. They've stuck around for the last 300 days of my shouting, the last 300 days since I've uploaded a video, and they're about to see just how deep this rabbit hole goes. I didn't spend 2 years of hiding my Final Fantasy XIV character from the world, and another year preparing to debut this journey for nothing. Hell, I'm ready to do another 3 years. This necromancer shit is serious. I'm ready to die for it. And you think death is gonna stop me? I wrote my last will to make sure this character gets necromancer even in the event I pass away. This is not a joke, I really did this.
The recording is rolling.
In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 21st day of November, 2025.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
I witnessed it.
Now, what is admittedly waning is the prestige of being a necromancer. When I created this character in 2022, only about 0.4% of people owned the necromancer title, while at this current time, that number has more than doubled. Now it's like you find someone with the necromancer title around every corner. But I can argue that if you are one of the few people that own the title, you are gonna have that shit on! Regardless, with job updates, system changes, and more resources available online over the years, more and more people are becoming necromancers every day. And that trend will certainly continue the more I stall this out. But I've set out to do something different than most people. Because I'm here to create a good story in the MMO with the good story. And also Dawn Trail, I guess. I don't know. I haven't even done post Stormblood yet, dude. With every day I shout, that day draws closer. With every cheer from those stalwart believers, that day will be made greater. With every blacklist from those tired of my bit, probably something too, I don't know. The day I step foot into that palace again, I'll have the storylines and build-up ready so that when I step out, I'll bring to this world one of the greatest stories ever made in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll live in your world for now, but before you know it, you're going to be living in mine. Because I'm not just going to become a necromancer, I'm going to become the necromancer. Consider this my grand goal, my divine mission, my Final Fantasy. Yes! And while I'm at it, I'm going to make a quick stop somewhere to let a certain somebody know what's up.
Okay, can I get the next 3 contestants up on the stage, please? Okay, let's see what we have here. You look a little familiar. Who might you be?
I am inevitable.
Wait a minute, aren't you the guy that breaks in and uses our green screen all the damn time? Mods, get him out of here.
I will become a necromancer, and it will be so sick, mark my words! My rap from's harder, by the way.
Okay. Fuck you.
Hey, thank you for watching. As I said at the beginning, this video was originally supposed to be longer, but I decided to split it in 2, so that other part will be its own separate video coming out sometime early next year. Yeah, I've been kind of occupied, procrastination, writer's block, and just life. Oh, and this last year I've been editing for a couple Final Fantasyers who also appeared in this video, so if you haven't checked them out already, I highly recommend it. I'm also going to be at FanFest in April, so that'll be cool. Come follow me on socials, join my Discord, check out my Patreon, and I'll see you all in the next episode. I'm not making a promise this time, the video comes out when it comes out.